Welcome to this week's how-to. And with Easter around the corner, I thought I would share with you how I am going to set our table for Easter. So I have got this white linen tablecloth. It's actually antique linen. It's from France and it has got my initials on it the wrong way round. So it's got a G and a C, which is really, really lovely. I'll share with you a close-up. But it's just a beautiful tablecloth. I have ironed it because I think it's not perfectly ironed, but when I wash and iron a tablecloth, it's then folded and put in a drawer. And I don't like having those fold marks on my table. So I've just ironed it quickly. This is a new purchase from actually from Amazon, and it's a small business, and I love the fact that Amazon are supporting small businesses. Linen and cotton luxury textiles, and I'll leave them linked down below. But it's this beautiful blue gingham linen table runner, which I'm going to put over our table. I actually got a really long one because our table extends. It's got 2 leaves that can go into it, so it can be really, really long. So I wanted the table runner to work depending on the length. So if you see that it's looking particularly long, that is my reason behind. And I also got matching blue gingham napkins. Now the reason why I've gone for a blue and white theme, because I love it. I actually almost wore my blue and white gingham blouse today, but I thought that would be a bit of overkill. It's because our china is blue and white. I wanted to have table linen that would complement that, and rather than just being, you know, plain white napkins and tablecloth, which I often do, I thought it would be fun to do a table like this and share it with you. So I will put the runner out. First of all, I'm going to share with you the beautiful tablecloth. So just look how beautiful that is, and it's really lovely. I know I'm going to cover it with the table runner in a minute, but it's just really lovely to have such a beautiful old tablecloth that we use and enjoy. I'm just using these jute placemats. They're quite rustic, but I like the mixture of rustic and formal. I just think it's quite fun. It doesn't all need to be really, really formal. So I've put those on. I've got these, which are from Zara Home or IKEA. I've had them for years. I think they're IKEA. And I'm just going to place one there and one there for our serving mats. And I've put 6 of these mats around the table. And I've got our napkins. I'm just going to start adding things on and just building it up, and you can see that you know you can really get creative and use what you have and what you love and what works with you. You know, all I've bought for this table is the runner and the napkins, but I know that I'm going to get lots and lots of wear out of them over the coming years. And so don't buy things that you think you're only going to use once. Buy things that you love and that work for you and with what you've already got. I have got some white with a green trim plates, but I don't have a full set. Some of them are a little bit damaged, and so I don't use them all the time, but I do use our beautiful Spode blue and white china all the time, and I love that, and I bought that secondhand, and it just works really well for us as a family. So the next thing I am going to get is, I think, the cutlery. The cutlery, I'm using silver cutlery. This was a present from my grandparents, and I really, really adore using it. When you are laying your table, you want to think about the food that you're having and the menu and lay accordingly. So we are having chicken liver pate to start, followed by roast lamb, and then a trifle for pudding. So our cutlery is like so. Move those out of the way so they are not confusing. This is the smallest knife, and we're going to use this to spread our chicken liver onto bread, and then we will eat with our fingers the bread. So I have got my small knife on the outside because that is the one that we're going to use first. And then I have got my big knife in the middle, and then my dessert spoon on the inside. And I've just got 2 forks on this side, my large fork and my smaller fork. So you always start from the outside in. I don't put spoons and forks up here. I believe that cutlery should be laid this way. So that is how I've always done it. And I think it looks lovely. And I love taking time to set the table and make it look beautiful. So I'm going to whiz round and just lay all the places for everybody. So I'm now just adding some plates on the table. I wouldn't put the plates out early necessarily, but I just wanted you to get an idea of how it looked. And I have popped on a salt and pepper at either end, and then this is for drinks, and this one too, that's something that I inherited from my parents. I've also put a napkin ring on the left side of everybody's place. We're not going to use it for napkins. I'll show you why in a minute. I've now added our flowers, and I have decided to keep it really simple this year and just go with white tulips. These are so pretty and beautiful, and I love how they kind of open up and just do their own thing. So I've popped 2 little vases. All the vases don't match, but again, I love that. It doesn't all need to be kind of perfect and matchy. So I've just got 2 little ones there. Got these ones here and these ones. They're also low, and when you're doing your table, you don't want the flowers to become in the way of chatting to the guests on the other side of the table. And I can, if we're putting the food on the table, I can easily take these off and put them to one side. But I think when your guests, when your friends arrive, or your family, or whoever you've got, and the table looks really beautiful, and they come in and say, wow, doesn't it look gorgeous? And then you can just easily take an arrangement out and pop it on a side somewhere else. But for now, we're going to leave them here because after all, it's Easter, and I think it's a time of celebration and having lots of fun, and just, yes, spring is here, and let's sort of get creative and have fun. I've got coloured tulips behind me, I've got coloured tulips around the house, but I thought for our table, we would just keep it really simple and elegant. So for our napkins, and again, I've got this lovely blue gingham linen, and I've just got some really, really rustic ribbon, which I thought we could tie around them. And there's all sorts of different ways of tying your napkins. These napkins aren't particularly big. They're more cocktail sized napkins rather than napkins, but they didn't come in a bigger size, but I thought they were lovely. So we're going to have slightly diddy Easter napkins, but that is fine. And I'm just going to wrap the ribbon around and tie a little bow. And you can use, any ribbon. This is something that I had in my ribbon drawer. You can use, garden twine looks really lovely tied around napkins, or you can make it more formal by putting a more sophisticated ribbon, so maybe a velvet or a satin ribbon. That would be perfect maybe for the evening if you were having a dinner, but for lunch I just think actually the simplicity, and this ties in really well with the placemats that I've got too. So we'll just do the same with this one here. I'm just folding them in 3. So I've got some navy ribbon, and I just thought I'd show you how it looks if you use a different type of ribbon, how you can make it look that little bit more formal. There's the different look, and that actually for the evening, even with a sort of slightly rustic table, just makes it that little bit more elegant, sophisticated, which is perfect for a dinner in the evening. I've got these really fun Easter eggs, and I thought they would actually be lovely on the table, so I'm just going to stand them in the napkin rings that are up at the top there, which is really fun and just adds a little bit of fun to the table. My Easter table is complete. I've added wine glasses and water glasses. Terribly important to have water glasses on your table as well. I've added in the pops of colour with the Easter eggs and my lovely Easter bunny. I just adore her. I think she's gorgeous. These little ceramic eggs I think are really pretty and just work really well with the blue and white theme, just having that little bit of pink in there. Then these, I'll just show you up close. So simple to do. So I've just blown the eggs, put a little bit of ribbon around and some sprigs of flowers, and I think they look really pretty as a sort of decorative item you can have on your table, but you can easily take off when it comes to serving your food. It's a little bit of blossom there. So I've just kept it really simple with the white tulips. I love just the simplicity of having tulips in a vase and not adding lots of other bits with it. Yes, I could have had a forage, I could have put some twigs in, but I just thought we'd keep it really simple. And I think sometimes simple and elegant is the way forward. Anyway, I hope that this has inspired you to create a beautiful Easter table for your friends and family. It makes such a difference when you actually make that little bit of an effort and lay and set a beautiful table. I think people really appreciate it. I can't get our table set way in advance because this is our only table. We don't have the luxury of a separate dining room. But if you do, set it the day before, and then that's one less thing to do on the day. And yes, thank you for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button and rang the bell to be notified of my videos. I have 2 videos a week. Leave me a comment down below as to what you think of my Easter table, and I will see you again very soon. And in the meantime, I'm sending love and wishing you a very happy Easter.